Welcome to the Sci-Fi Center, the place to be, where comic books and wrestling collide magically. Movies, TV shows, and pop culture we share. Get ready to rock, we're here to take you there. From superheroes to aliens in outer space, we've got the latest news and reviews in our embrace. Turn on your screen, let the neon lights glow. We'll take you back to the 80s. Let's rock and roll. Sci-Fi Center, where the legends come alive. Get ready to geek out, let your imagination fly. We're diving into the past with a touch of modern flair. Sci-Fi Center, the ultimate pop culture lair.
Happy Friday the 13th. One of only two left this year. We have another one on December 13th. We're probably going to do another Friday the 13th watch along. I don't know if there's any of you out here who have not seen this classic. I was struggling to do number one or number three, but I figure I'd start from the start. So right now the Twitch link is pinned to the top of the chat. You can go ahead and watch it along with me. That way you don't have to go out and get the movie. You can just watch it there. Also, Vince is putting it in the Discord for those of you who have that. But you won't have to do any of that. I have it in right now. It's ready to go on Twitch. So I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself here. And let's see. So I'll go ahead and give a quick hi to the chat. Hold on, let's get rid of this. I got too many screens on. Let's get rid of this. So I'm not ACS. I can't have all these screens. Okay, so I don't need that. I don't need that. All right, I have everything I need. So how is everybody doing? Brad will not be with us. He has to get up pretty late for his kung fu stuff. Those of you who have the Patreon, your link is there to watch. If you, for some reason, didn't get it, let me know. Let's see. No, I sent Aaron one. Let's make sure. How are you doing, Clint?
I'm slightly getting better.
Fights.
I can see your ugly mug now.
Yeah, that's always a good sight. Good sign. When you can see all my reptilian features in their splendor. All right, so I know Dave. I know my friends from across the other side of the world. Jump in. Sorry, I'm running late. I had to get some really good food, and it took longer to make than I thought. To add to my what I thought was going to be enough, but then I got hunger. I got Sister Kim's, but then I'm like, you know what? That's not going to be enough. So I went and got some Filipino food to go with it.
Hey, do you know why? What was it? Disaster Movie and Brad's shitty movie wasn't as many views. Do you know why?
Why?
Opening day of football.
Good point. Oh, super chat from Midnight Beatawitz. Thank you, Larry. Happy as a Friday the 13th to you all. Thank you for the support. Thank you for your continued support. And I have an Aussie. Hello, Aaron. StreamYard is playing up. What does that mean? I don't know.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're a little grainy, but I understand you have you're thousands of miles down under, so I understand. All right, guys, as are we ready? Because like I said, everybody, you don't have to sync anything up. I got the link in the chat for.
Okay.
What's up? Oh, it doesn't have the same impact because when I do it when Brad's around.
All right, all right, let's hit it. Let's go to the right screen, and here we go. Hold on, I gotta make sure that my earphones are on the right one. I don't want this shit blasting me in the wrong area. Headphones. Here we go. All right, one classic on the way, starting right now. Let me know if anybody can't see or hear. Gee, I wonder what they're going to do.
When was this out?
1980. I was 6 years old when this movie got released. Huh. I was wondering where my Ozzy went. Where'd you go, Zordon?
Zordon.
Yeah. That day you did the dance was I'll never forget that shit.
Oh, the fusion dance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was hilarious.
Spidey was trying to get me to do it correctly because in the cartoon, if you don't do it correctly,
Yeah,
you
you
pretty
caused
much
something.
become mutated. So it's pretty much like synchronized swimming.
The first teenagers to die in this epic franchise.
So is Friday the 13th older than Nightmare on Elm Street?
Oh yeah, by 4 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Elm Street came out in 1984. This came out in 1980.
Wow. See, I used to like think that it was the reverse
Oops, hold on.
until you said this came out in 1980, and I thought, oh, that's
Yeah.
a bit long in the tooth
Yeah,
compared to
Clint was 40 when this came out.
Once again, you are terrible with math, Mr. William.
I wasn't trying to be good there.
In 1980, depending on what time of the year it was, I was probably 8.
Yeah, because you're two. Yeah, you're 2 years older than me.
Jeez.
Aaron was like negative. Wait, Aaron was -7. Now you were born in 88.
88, yeah.
You were -8 when this came out.
-8, yeah. Brad was -7.
Yeah.
We were negative.
Like I said, I was 6 and I saw this in the movies.
Oh my God, your
That's how
dad is
fucked up
wild.
I am.
You got a
Well-
wild dad.
Well, he grew up in horror, and like I said, just I even knew as a 6-year-old that this was all, this is all fantasy. This is all fake. We as long as we didn't go to school and like, there was no, signs that this was like carrying over. We got to watch all this stuff. The dog's trying to tell her, "Don't go." The dog's like, "I wish I could speak English."
Well, dogs have good instincts.
Yeah, dogs are smart. You notice there's never any dogs in the Friday the 13th movies. This movie reeks of 1980, boy, and I know because I was there. That hair, those clothes.
I know, it reminds me too. Ugh.
You know what it needs? 80s music or the 80s music.
In 1980, it wasn't in certain places. Like, say, if you were in certain places in the world, they weren't playing like mainstream type music. That really didn't happen until maybe the next year, because MTV kind of forced it to happen. So you would have some cheesy country music from like 1978 playing in 1980 because the music wasn't just integrated. Post MTV, we were listening to everything. But I grew up in LA, so we got everything. But if you were in like Kentucky or something. You weren't eating it.
rural America.
Yeah. You had that AM Gold.
I know it took. Yeah, I know stuff like that used to take a while for things to come to Australia.
You got some of it originated in
Like
Australia.
certain like movies and that.
The Bee Gees.
Yeah.
You had ACDC.
I know. Like when it came to movies and that. Even as a kid in the 90s, we used to have to wait at least a year for like the DVD or I should say the VHS that comes to
VHS.
Australia.
Yeah, we were still dealing with VHS in the early 90s, man.
Yeah.
Friday night at the Blockbuster.
Even in the early 2000s, there was still
Yeah, because
VHS.
VHS didn't really go away until like 2006. I mean, completely go away. That's how recent that shit is.
In the 90s, I was in the Philippines and the Spice Girls broke out in the Philippines. And I was like, oh no, that's because it's the only English language I could find there. And then when I came back, guess what broke in the United States? Spice Girls.
They broke big too. They were. Dude, that wannabe song was everywhere. It was kind of a catchy tune too.
I cringe to this day every time I hear them.
Okay, this is back in the day when hitchhiking was still sort of safe. It kind of really never was, but
there were no good old days, William. There were no good old days.
Well, this guy's trying to tell her, man. Listen. Now, if that's William sitting in that car, I'm like, sir, we're dropping me off at the next safest spot. Yeah. Why?
That's why areas should try and find public transportation. They don't have to have any of these.
Well, there's probably nobody going to Crystal Lake.
Public transportation in America?
Well, where is Crystal Lake actually supposed to be?
Oh, well.
Let's look up some trivia. This is New Jersey.
I used to always think it was like the Midwest or something.
Yeah, this movie was filmed in Camp Bino Bosco in, I don't know what the hell that is, New Jersey. The camp is still in operation and it has a wall of Friday the 13th, 1980 memorabilia to honor that the movie was set there. Kevin Bacon.
Mm-hmm. This would have been probably his first film.
I think it may have been.
When did Tremors come out?
Tremors didn't come out until the late 80s. Well, let me find out.
Yeah, probably maybe early 90s.
No, National Lampoon's Animal House was Kevin Bacon's first movie.
Oh, okay.
This was actually his fourth movie.
Oh.
Nerd Costa Rosa.
That's wild.
Nerd Costa Rosa always reminds me when he goes, "How is all is well?" And that reminds me of the Kevin Bacon character in Animal House. All is well.
Tremors came out in 1990.
If you have ever been to a small town in the United States. That is a perfect example of a small town in the United States is Tremors.
Yeah. And I have. And it's true. Look at that shirt. Oh, wow.
You had one of those shirts, admit it, William.
Nah, man. Dude, we had the fake Latigra and all that shit that the old man would get from VX. Is at 6 years old. I mean, I didn't care.
Terry cloth.
I was probably wearing a Superman shirt or a Batman underoos top. Who knows? Where are the power tools at, people? And her hair. Oh my goodness. Feeling old just watching this again. Hello, John.
Don't forget a lot of the early 1980s fashion was bled from the 1970s.
Hey, Aaron, I want to see you do your hair like hers.
I doubt it will happen. It's pretty thick. You need a chainsaw to cut it.
Hello, Silent Forgotten. How you doing? A lot of you guys are first timers. Welcome to the channel.
That guy has an 80s body.
Yeah, it does. We haven't fucked yet.
Look at me, I'm sexy with my shirt off.
You do not have that long. Did they kill her already? Or was I looking up something when they killed her? The girl from the car? Oh. Damn. That sucks. Wow, this guy's an asshole.
Thank goodness there's an archery range where the Mad Men killer is around.
Yeah. See, they knew enough about this movie, about this camp, not to be there even for the first movie. I would have whipped his ass. I would have whipped his ass. You would not have gotten a second red hair. Oh, here she is. William would have been kicked out of Camp Crystal Lake after that incident. How you doing, Larry Banks? 2 Larrys in here. Cool. For those of you coming in, the Twitch link is on the is pinned to the top of the chat. All you gotta do is click it, and you can jump in right where we're at.
Nah, Aaron looks like that all the time.
Oops.
If only they could hear the scary music.
I know. Oh, get up, run.
She twisted her ankle, of course.
You'll feel that later.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Was
gone,
it
baby.
a couple of months ago? I twisted my ankle, and it's really only fully healed now.
Yeah, but when you're running for your life, though, there's an adrenaline rush. You will be in lots of pain later, but at the moment,
Yeah.
your feet ain't even touching the ground. You shouldn't have been slowing down. You see, now she up. Sorry, you're gonna have a gun to get me.
Acting.
Ain't you kids supposed to be working? Every time I see those things, I think of Creep Show. Where they were out in the barge and that black ooze was killing them.
Yeah, the one when she fell asleep on the thing and it came up through the crack.
Oh, that was, dude. Those are a watch party right there. I love those movies.
I know I'll have enough money for Scary Movie 6, William.
Oh, Brad would be happy to hear that. Yeah, and he was great in Beverly Hills Cop too, man. He's really good. In fact, everybody in that movie, they have a small cast. That movie rocks, man. It's all funny till people start dying. Then it's just sport. Go to work.
All fun and games till someone brings a knife.
Or an axe.
The tone would have been different if Harrison had different.
I used to be a lifeguard. You'd never dive like that.
So were you a lifeguard for a beach or a pool?
I was a lifeguard for the city out here
Oh, okay.
for
So
our public
like pretty much,
pools.
just, oh, so you can like you had to go like anywhere that the city told you to go.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you're a versatile one.
Hell, most of the time I was just yelling, "Stop running." Uh-oh, the music's playing.
Yep. I'll put this up first.
Damn sneaky snakes.
Ooh. Okay.
Remind you of something there, William?
Like what? What in particular?
When
No,
that
it's
bed
alive.
when the bed came crashing down.
Oh, very funny. Yeah. Yeah,
Hell,
snake
for
was
Aaron,
harmless
that's
anyway.
just another day killing a venomous, poisonous snake in Australia.
Oh, we don't want to do no stereotypes for Eric. Come on. Dude, what if Friday the 13th took place in the Outback? They wouldn't even need Jason. There'd just be enough to kill you.
No, it'll be like Wolf Creek, which is based on a true story.
Oh, yeah, just the serial killers out there. Yeah.
Yeah, we had some real life ones.
Yeah, no. Wolf Creek is creepy.
Never seen it.
Well, there was a couple of prominent movie critics who refused to review it, and that was their downfall. I was like, come on, you got to do your job. They were like our version of Cisco and Ebert. Like, imagine if those guys decided to say, "Oh, we're not going to watch this movie and review it. That'll be crazy.
Yeah, if I was the editor, I'd be like, "Well, then why am I paying you?"
Oh, oh yeah, there was a lot of conversations about that, saying why are we like having this show, which is on a channel that is like pretty much funded by the government here, like state broadcaster, and they have this show, and they won't review an Australian-made film.
That's hilarious. The ending of Sleepaway Camp might be the scariest thing out there.
Why don't we get in the running car? Doomed. A knife to the back.
Or an axe to the head.
Is this the one where they used a arrow to go through two people at once?
I think so.
Every steak looks like a dead animal. Wow, this movie sounds like the 80s.
New Jersey. It's actually, like I read before, it's actually a existing camp in New Jersey still.
Thank goodness we got this really loud generator to hide the footsteps of the serial killer stalking us.
Yeah, and then there's the otter.
Well, people are about to have nookies, so we know what this all means.
Okay, it's time to go when you start having dreams like that, and it's not drug induced.
Soaked in blood.
Hey, Sean, the link is in the Patreon if you want to come on, dude. What's up, Antonio?
Where did the Spanish Villa music come from? Gotta love the plaid.
Oh yeah. Okay. She did not roll a double six. If you look closely.
Did that ruin the movie for you, William?
Nah.
Strip Monopoly.
Wow. These damn kids today don't know the struggle. Look at them little beer bottles. Ha! Ha!
Hmm.
I saw what you did there. It was under the bed that whole time, huh?
I know it'll never happen, but Saturday the 14th.
Oh, Lord.
Well, it's Saturday the 14th here at the moment.
Yeah, he's talking about the movie. It's an absolutely dreadful movie.
Oh, okay. I didn't know there was a movie called Saturday the 14th.
Unfortunately, there is.
Got to see how Brad likes it or not.
Might have to check out the
There was actually two of those movies, by the way. Saturday the 14th Strikes Back.
Oh,
I saw the first one in the movie. I thought it was actually horror. I was lied to. You can tell it is 1980 when there's extended underwear scenes for no reason. Keep in mind, she just ran across the forest in the rain. Okay, wash your hands in the rain. Get out of there.
Can't you hear the ch-ch-ch?
This. I remember being in the movies when this happens.
Let me
No one
ask
knows
you
how
a
to
question.
run. Boy, you guys got the jokes. The money, like it's real. Oh my goodness, that hair. It's Flo.
Was that her big scene in the diner?
Nope, that was her.
I'm glad we got to see Diner for 30 seconds.
That's actually a real diner too. That's still open today. Shitty plumbing.
No one does dishes in my cabin.
This movie was really one of the first American ones to master the jump scare and the redirection and the misdirection. This style of movie was, pretty much kind of stolen from Italian Gallo and all that type of stuff. But American horror movies, like they weren't being done like this, before 1980. Even when you look at Halloween, a lot of Halloween isn't necessarily jump scare; it's creeping up on you scare. This is like jump scare stuff. So
Alien got scaring people right though. The
yeah,
three phases of scared: fight, flight, or freeze.
all right, I'll give it to you tomorrow, Vince. Yeah, we got some decisions to make when it comes to StreamYard. 81 people watching. Please like and subscribe. Um, you could hold on. I'm gonna do this.
Speaking of Alien, I watched a documentary on the making of Aliens. It's a
Which one?
miracle that movie got made.
Oh yeah,
It was like they had the story, they had the production, they didn't have Sigourney Weaver. How fitting a "You Got Mail" sound on a really old movie.
fuck. QR code's not working.
It's amazing how you can have a flashlight that shines no light. Man, this almost sounds like Jaws. Up from the tempo of the music, the shark's about to get her. Well, the serial killer had to see what he was killing, she was killing. Why didn't an ass get put to bed?
No shit, huh? Vandals.
The happiness you're seeing on William's face is the same happiness I saw at Violent Night.
That was a jump. Well, not jump scare, but jump violent movie. They got to make a sequel to that. Are they making a sequel to that? Let me see.
I don't know, but it was hilarious watching it.
I heard that they were,
Let's see.
but whether it's coming to fruition.
Dude, they made that movie for only $20 million.
And
They're
the
making it,
best thing
but they're All the actors are in bigger projects right now.
The best thing about that movie is it was a dark, dark comedy.
Uh, that family, that family was worthless. Oh no, you won't.
Full moon makes it easier to fish at night.
Oh yeah, because it makes things brighter.
I've been fishing for 30 years. I've caught so much fish, I just enjoy going out there now.
But do you also you just go on the walk?
What was that?
Oh, we clean. Do you go on like boats or you just stay on walks?
Oh,
Oh, she's talking to you, Clint. Okay.
I've fished on boats. I've fished on the shore. I've done ocean fishing. Caught 2 halibut, made everyone jealous. But yeah, I've been fishing pretty much I've caught fish without tire, without without hooks or nets or spears or anything.
I have
cooked.
too. I grabbed them
caught it
right
with
from
a
the meat department and I scanned them. No hooks.
Well, this one was alive when I caught it with a
Oh
tire.
my god!
Aaron, you got that.
It really shows that you're a true it really shows you that you're a real true city folk.
I am city folk, man. I am unabashedly city folk. My relationship with food or any wild animal begins with when it's on my plate.
Well, up until recent events, that's why people would kit me on their zombie survival squad because I knew how to catch food.
Yeah. Can't find anybody, and you guys are something's up. I don't even need to see the bodies to know that something's up.
Well, you can always hear the music, William.
Frogs, boy. soon as I look anywhere and I can't find anybody, including the people who are supposed to be asleep, at least, we're out. And we know there's cops in the area that can be called because that guy just got dumped by one. That's right, store bought. The only way Williams can fish.
Yeah, the biggest fish I've ever caught was a 40-pound halibut.
That's a big fish.
Be nice to have that with a bit of lemon.
The jars sound 80s.
What part of the globe are you in, Silent Forgotten? Are you here in America or are you overseas as well? See, I'm sorry. I guess I'm just too city. I'm not. We're not doing all this. I'm the guy in the post credits that left at the beginning of the movie. Is like, what? What happened to them? They're all dead. Canada, play in Canada. Cool. You know what? I'm gonna start marking off all these places on the world. Oh, we got all the people that you couldn't find are now going to start turning up.
Someone's talking trash to you, William.
Oh, what's up? I got a troll. Oh,
A funny troll.
Baptiste. I know who this is. I'll take care of you once the season starts there. Ontario? Okay, cool. Got Canadians, Australians, Brits, Plants.
I'm my own country.
He's there, literally. What was closing the curtain? The killer knows you're in there. It's funny because as these films would progress, nothing was stopping Jason from getting through a door. Once that shit went supernatural, your best bet was to not be there. Yeah, you should armed yourself.
Is she armed with a stick or an axe?
It's a baseball bat. At least I think it was a baseball bat. Wasn't that a baseball bat? Well, look at that old blender. My mom had one of those. Yeah, baseball bat. Good question. Get away from the window, bonehead. I'm like Shaggy and Scoob. God, baby.
Well, I'm more like Shaggy, if you know what I mean, William.
I do.
Blame Canada. Blame Canada.
We actually got somebody in from France. This guy right here is from France. He lives here in Vegas, but he's from France. He had a big old head.
Hard to swim with a hockey mask.
Yep.
By the way, that's not how people drown.
Yeah, I know. Run! That old lady can't take you.
His foot sticking up means he was sitting on the ground and his foot came out of the water.
That body's been in there since the beginning of the movie. There's Bill. She's actually pretty spry for went for an old lady at this time. She just recently passed away a few years ago. Betsy King.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was sad.
Yeah, literally. Yep, we're out. We're out. You know how Shaggy would grab Scooby and they would both just run at like supersonic speeds? That's me.
They wouldn't even have any time to eat any Scooby snacks in the meantime. They're like, no, let's get out of here.
Can't eat them if you're dead. Okay, we just now had the weapon, the gun. There's no bullets, of course. Look at that 1970 something typewriter. What are you throwing her? Cotton balls? What is this? Him slapping. That's the way you do it after you done stabbed everybody else. There you go.
Yeah.
She's about to fall for this shit.
She's going to ask her a question.
Uh, here's Johnny. Not just one time. I'm beating the hell out of her. I'm not stopping till that pot dents or the handle comes off. One or the other. One blow is not enough. I would have still
Well,
had the pot in my hand.
they didn't learn the double tap yet, William.
I'm beating until there's nothing recognizable as a head. Fun. The guy's so nice to be in the fight. Yes, 80. There's nothing like 80s slashers, man. She's just crazy.
Very controlling mother.
Well, she lost her mind once her kid got killed, so it's like it's a lot of that's a tough break. But
Yeah.
all right, you know what? Listen, you only gave her one whack. And she's insanely strong because she's crazy.
I wonder why they gave him a machete rather than like something like an axe, because the fact that he's in a camp spot, normally they use axes to chop up the wood for the fires.
Biting. Cat bite right here. Oh, no, that's come on.
Like what would a bunch of
There we
camp
go.
goers do with a machete?
Boy, 6-year-old me was like, wow, this is fucking cool. Older me is like, oh, this is 80s lame. But boy, was it great. She's still like, you damn kids.
Well, it depends on where you're at in the United States. There's some places like down in Louisiana you need a machete.
Yeah, you can't even walk through your yard without cutting that shit down.
Oh,
I
okay.
had some calming music for you after all the death and dismemberment. Hey, come on now, fun. She lost a son, Come on, give her a break. Yeah, I bet she is. She was running and overpowering people half her age.
Perhaps she should get like some sort of award or something.
Instead, she got memes. Her head for the next movie, her head on a little platter with candles. Now, in 1980, nobody expected this. What's about to happen? Nobody in the theater that I was in. You know, they're putting you at ease with this music. Everything's okay.
William the Spoiler.
You know, it's 42 years old. I think historically we know who the perpetrator is in the next 20 movies.
Well, there's been several sequels.
Oh, too many.
And then you got Freddy versus Jason.
Ah! Ah!
I remember watching
Shot right in the ass. Bam.
I remember watching Freddy vs. Jason in the theater.
I'm sorry. I watched that movie in the theater too, and I was so angry. Look at the hats.
I'm not much of a horror movie fan. I think they're just silly to me.
What was it? It would have been a little while after Freddy vs. Jason came out that they were talking about introducing Ash to the mix.
Oh Lord, thank God that did happen.
They try to they obviously wanted to try and create some sort of horror verse.
What you guys have watched here tonight were the building blocks of what you see today. 6-year-old me ate this shit up.
Mine was Alien.
Do you think this still holds up today?
Yes, it does, especially after some of the awful sequels that have been made. The first 3 are gems. R.I.P. Betsy Palmer. All right, guys. I think there's 5 minutes left. I don't think there's. We didn't have post credits back then, so let's see what we got here. Yeah, that music was enough to put you asleep. All right, so there you go. That is cinema right there. That's how it was done in the 80s, when even if you had a lot of money, you still didn't have the means to make all kinds of crazy shit because it didn't exist. But yeah, this was the kind of stuff that later on in life I started watching every Italian horror movie I could find. Dario Argento, Lou Fulci, everybody, because the people who made Friday the 13th were heavily influenced by those guys. They stole almost every trick in the book. We in America weren't used to that kind of horror yet. You know, John Carpenter was influenced by it, but you couldn't really get it past, you couldn't get it past, the censors and everything else that was here to get it, to get something that wasn't going to be an X rating. So once Halloween happened, though, there were ways to subtly kill people without making them. I mean, you have an axe in the head here, but if you look at the stuff that was happening over in Italy in the late 60s and mid 70s, there was all kinds. I mean, there's disembowelments, there's all kinds of stuff. I mean, just they were over the top. what you see in Friday the 13th by the time it gets here in 1980 is actually toned down. Then it ratchets up. Then after part 2, the kill becomes the art. Here it's sort of the art. After Friday the 13th part 2 and definitely Friday the 13th part 3 establishes we all know these people are stupid. We all know they're going to die. How do they die is what the entertainment is based on. So, and like I said, Friday the 13th, part 3 in 3D. Man, that's 8-year-old me. Just, like I said, 1982 was a year of a lot of 3D movies. Piranha, Jaws, a bunch of shitty ones. They were even doing it on TV. But Friday the 13th took 3D personally. If they were going to kill you, you were going to. It was going to be in 3D. So those death scenes were done in 3D. Hold on.
And I bet a lot of the people who went to the theater had to get those little 3D glasses.
Yep, they gave them to you right when you came in.
Well, there's also a lot of Psycho in this Friday the 13th.
Yes, I agree. I just texted you back, Clint. I'm sorry to hear that, Vince. Can't stand that movie. All right, cool. Thank you, Silent, and you will not be forgotten. I'm glad you enjoyed our watch party. We got more coming up. Just keep hit the bell, and we got The Matrix coming up later on this afternoon around 2ish. So we'll enjoy that as well. That's not horror, but Friday the 13th. The next Friday the 13th movie will be on December 13th, which is the next Friday the 13th.
We finally got a Canadian.
Yeah, got a Frenchie too.
Wait. You're like Ash Ketchum. You're gonna get everybody from the Commonwealth soon.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get my. Yeah, we had a guy from India tonight later on tonight.
Yeah,
we had a guy from India the other night, so that was kind of cool. All right, guys.
Got to catch you all.
All right, guys. I will see you in about 14 hours or so for the Matrix, the original Matrix, not the sequel. Even though the Matrix Reloaded is one of the better sequels ever made, we're gonna watch the original since it is the 25th anniversary of the Matrix. If you come over, if you're one of the 98 people that are watching right now, and you're in Twitter, please do this. The QR code's not working. I got to get a new one, but. I'm gonna look up there. Yeah, youtube.com/ I put it in the comment section for Sci-Fi Center. Like, subscribe, hit the bell so you can be notified. I love the fact that you all are watching on Twitter, but like I said, we get no benefit from it watching on Twitter. We don't even get credit for the views, so I don't know that from Twitter, at least. So, all right, anybody got any last words before you put a nail on this?
Oh, pure
no,
cinema.
This was fun.
All right, Clint. See you later, Ozzy. I'll see you later on this afternoon.
Later.
Try.
That's it. Oh, I thought with
Draw.
Bradley not being here. For all you newbies, I don't know what try is.
Hey, he said it.
I'm repeating you two. See you.